Coffee beans have been getting expensive lately. Maybe it's my imagination, not remembering the price properly. But after looking into things, it appears I was correct. Inflation strikes again, I thought. But whilst a factor, it's not the whole story. What with the climate, supply chains, farming decisions, and the market going haywire, we're going to check out exactly what the hell is going on. Spoiler alert, it's not going to get any better anytime soon. Coffee prices in 2025 are hitting highs we haven't seen in decades. This isn't just a seasonal spike or some temporary glitch. It's the world going mad. And yeah, I know we've all got price fatigue right now, but this one's different. Coffee's at the heart of global trade, smallholder farming, our daily routine. It's totally entrenched. We're dealing with multiple long-term pressures hitting the system all at once, and the effects are stacking. Brazil, Vietnam, Colombia, all major producers, have been battered by extreme weather, droughts, then floods. It's destroying coffee plant flowering stages and killing yields. In Brazil, one of the worst droughts in decades was followed by unexpected frosts. In Vietnam, heat waves and erratic rain cut Robusta yields by 20% last season alone. I would love to tell you that this is freak weather, but I think it's the new normal. Rising temperatures and changing rainfall patterns are shrinking viable growing zones. Pest outbreaks, like the coffee berry borer, and diseases like leaf rust are spreading again. This just adds insult to injury. Think about this. Coffee trees take 3 to 5 years before you get a viable crop. If you're a smallholder farmer and the climate's turning against you, that's a big risk. In Vietnam, more and more farmers are switching to durian fruit because it matures in 1 year and earns more cash. 1 year versus 5. It's hard to argue with that. This shift is costing the global supply chain roughly 11 million bags of Robusta a year. That's massive. Brazil has even started redirecting Arabica into instant coffee production to fill the gap. It's like repurposing your best beans just to keep shelves stocked. It solves one problem but creates another. Let's say the beans make it through drought and disease. Next comes the logistical problems. Shipping costs have jumped up by about 300% in some regions. Port backlogs, container shortages, fuel price going up. All these issues increasing the cost of the coffee beans. And don't get me started on the price of fertilizer. That is rising by 40% year on year. Or the energy costs for processing and drying. Currency volatility matters too. Since coffee is priced in US dollars, any local currency weakness means importers pay more, even if the market stays flat. Quick break. If you're finding this video useful, hit the like button and subscribe. It helps if more people see it. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee, links in the description, or use the QR code on screen. The caffeine is running out and I'm starting to panic. Demand for coffee beans is still rising worldwide, especially in Asia and Africa, where coffee is seen as a modern, premium lifestyle product. It's not just how much we're drinking, it's what we're drinking. Specialty coffee is growing fast, with demand increasing around 8% each year. People want traceability, organic certification, fair trade. This drives up competition for premium beans. 2025 marks the 5th year in a row of global coffee deficits. This year alone, we're 5.5 million bags short. That constant imbalance means prices stay high, regardless of short-term blips. What's the market saying? Well, the experts aren't hopeful. Citigroup pegs coffee at $2.80 a pound. ING sees similar numbers, forecasting a price spike early this year. Trading Economics projects $3.58 a pound by 2026. Meanwhile, the Arabica C market hit a 50-year high in January. Robusta overtook it in some cases, a rare flip that just shows how much stress the system's under. When the budget bean costs more than the premium one, something's out of balance. UK roasters are already adjusted. Most have raised retail prices by 10 to 15%. But higher prices don't mean better outcomes for farmers. Political instability, export bans, and tariffs continue to make production unpredictable. On top of that, rural depopulation is leaving fewer young people on the land to take over. Even when coffee prices rise, smallholder farmers are often shut out from the benefits. Many don't have access to the tools, funding, or infrastructure needed to adapt to climate change or modernize their operations. The World Bank expects only a modest production recovery in the near term, but warns that volatility will remain high due to these deeper issues. And if all that wasn't enough to make you hold your head in your hands and shake your fists at the sky, we still have soil erosion, deforestation, and land exhaustion destroying the very ground the coffee plants depend on. These are structural changes, and they are only getting worse. We've hit a turning point. Climate impacts, economic stress, changing consumer habits, they're all feeding into a long-term shift. Coffee isn't just a casualty of climate change, it's also a warning sign. What happens when a global commodity, grown mostly by smallholders, becomes harder to produce and more expensive to move? This isn't something that gets fixed with a good harvest. It needs investment in sustainable farming, better logistics, and policies that protect small producers. Until then, we're all paying the real cost of a system under pressure. So yes, your coffee's more expensive now, and unless big changes are made, it's going to stay that way.